Hi, I'm Charlie and this is Avoid, and I'm here to talk about some of the silliest mistakes I made in Russian class. It is important to note that I failed Russian. I had health issues, and so I was not able to keep up, so I did fully fail that class, and I don't remember almost any of it. The first mistake I would like to mention is when we were learning about different types of ways that we could talk about what languages we do or don't know. And we were using different types of verbs, so like to understand, to write, to speak, etc. So in front of the class, my professor asked me essentially the equivalent of what languages do you understand, in the context of like, what languages can you hear and comprehend what they're saying? I proceeded to explain my level of English, Spanish, and Russian proficiency. Then she asked, as a clarifying question, can you speak it? In reference to specifically Spanish. And I didn't understand it as a clarifying question. I thought she meant like prove it. And so I did in fact prove it by answering her in Spanish, which confused her immensely because she was not expecting that. And then the other very silly mistake I made was when we were practicing speaking in partners, and we had essentially these little speaking prompts to talk about our siblings and how old we are in relation to each other. And I have a twin, I don't have any other siblings, but we didn't have the language to properly express that. So while I was able to explain, like, oh, I have a sister, when I was asked if she was older or younger, I just said, "Niet." And the class just kind of paused, because this was also in front of the class. We had a very tiny class. And so that was another point of confusion. So twice I utterly baffled the class with my odd answers. But that is how learning new languages goes, and you should not let fear of error deter you from trying something new.